Saydak, and this channel I started 6 years ago to help you get through learning languages. And I started this first as a German with Radomir because learning German like 7 years ago, I discovered that there are ways of learning languages much quicker than they teach me in school. And this is why I started this channel. And I challenge myself to learn further other languages. So after German, I started to learn Spanish, and I also learned it to the communicative level in like 2 years, probably 1 year, but let's say 2 years. And now the newest challenge is less than 6 months ago, 23 weeks ago, I started a challenge to teach myself speaking French. That's my French challenge. That's my language challenge in French. And this is what I do now. Week 23 out of 52. We are heading slowly to the half a year. And I feel quite comfortable that I can do it. Anyway, today will be some very interesting subject, which is why most of the people never reach fluency even after studying language for many years. And this is coming from my practice when I talk with my friends, colleagues, how when they are talking to explaining to me or talking to me what are their experience in learning languages. So they usually tell me that they stuck in the after years of learning, usually stuck, and they cannot move forward, they cannot move to the communicative level, which is frustrating, obviously. So that's why I always more or less say something which I'm going to say today also on this webinar. So stay with me, comment if you like, and please write me where are you from, where are you now, I would love to know it. And I welcome you now from Germany. I'm from on the way from the beautiful city of Szczecin, where I have business meetings, to next to through Berlin. And I'm actually after Berlin, but I had to stop to make this webinar, which I'm very happy to do it. And I'm on the way on to South Germany. So without further ado, please comment wherever you want, either now or after. If you have any questions, just shoot, I will try to answer. So start the language challenge is about challenging ourselves, which also means that there is some effort needed in this. And we'll talk about effort a little bit, but the most important thing is that we are heading in the one direction, which is communication. Why is this? Yeah. Why so many people study language for months and even years and still never reach out to the level of fluency or communication? They understand sometimes quite a lot. They know vocabulary because they were learning it for years, and after years of learning, even if you cannot communicate, you can still know some vocabulary and also sentences. And with this, you may even know a lot of grammar, outstanding more grammar than me, for example, in all of those languages, but they still cannot connect those dots together to be fluent and communicative. And when it comes to speak, usually they forget the tongue in their mouth. They don't know how to say, and they don't feel that they can let free the sentences and start to speak out. And then frustration begins actually because when they were learning so many years, months, and they still cannot be proud of themselves that they speak foreign language fluently, then there is a little bit frustration, and I'm not surprised with this, yeah. And then start with frustration usually starts doubt, self-doubt, and of course some excuses. For example, I don't have talent, yeah, or I'm too old for this. And I can tell you something. The first language I learned was to the communicator level was English, and it took me really 10 years to learn the English, and I don't have talent in languages, and really in school I was quite good. And what after this appeared that I don't have talent in English truly. And in German, I tell you, from the primary school, that was the worst subject for me. That was the worst subject. I couldn't get through it, and I was barely going through between the classes because German almost stopped me. I was so bad in this. I don't have talent in languages at all, but I have something different. I have willingness, I have stamina, I have energy to learn it with power, motivation, and system together. I just want it, and that's enough for me. The reason is very important. But anyway, it's not about this today. Yeah. But about the age. Yeah. Also 44. Look, I started to learn German, so that my second language was German, when I moved to Austria, to Vienna, to beautiful city of Vienna, and I was 35. I was learning German from the beginning when I was 35 years old. 35. Yeah? Can you imagine this? And now I started a language challenge in French when I was 44. Oh, I started it half a year ago, so it was before birthday. So now I'm 44 and I'm learning French from zero. Yes, I'm not too old for this, and nobody is too old. Yeah. What is another excuses? I'm getting sick about hearing excuses. Maybe this language is not for me. Well, somebody can say it when they are tackle the language like from far Asia, like Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Philippine languages, which may be out of our planets, or Hungarian in, let's say, in out of the planet, but still in Europe. But if we are starting to learn languages like old Germanic languages like English, German, Danish, Netherlands, or something, they are reachable for you. Or Latin languages like Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, yes, they are reachable. They never have been those languages as one of the most difficult in the world. When you will be tackling and starting to learn the most difficult languages in the world, then you can say, maybe this language is not for me. When you start to learn Japanese and Chinese after 1 year, 2 years, you can say it. But you have to be at least try 2 years learn it. Yeah. Apart from this, there is no excuse not to learn those languages I was mentioning those. So, but in most cases, people, I don't think the problem is the person. I think the problem is the learning model. I'm quoting also my book. And so today I wanted to show you the biggest reason why most people don't have fluency, because they don't pay attention to the most important things. But first, the reasoning. What is fluency? First, we need to define what is fluency. Fluency, many people think that fluency is speaking without mistakes. It's wrong. You can make mistakes. Normal native people make mistakes. Is knowing all the words. Wrong. You don't have to know the words. The dictionary may have 300,000 words, but you need 3,000, 5,000, which is 1%, and you will be fine communicating. So that was false. Having perfect pronunciation, absolutely not. You don't have to have perfect pronunciation to be fluent, to be communicative level. Absolute bullshit. Or cow male manure. Never hesitating. Yes, you can hesitate. You can think, and you can make the sentences out of 2 words, 3 words, and then they have to be in order, in proper order. Have to be just communicative, and that's it. So actually, it's not so complicated. real fluency is not perfectionism, and that's really crucial to know. It means that you can say something even if it's not perfect. You can react, you can ask for clarification if you don't understand, and you can also keep conversation moving, and you can ask questions. That's the communication, and that's how learning process looks like. And many learners miss this point, that is, it's actually quite simple definition and quite simple how to get to the communicative level. Okay, reason why people don't get to communicative level. Number one, too much passive learning, not enough active use. So that's the biggest problem. So all of the people read, listen, watch, exercise, and memorize vocabulary, books, courses, and so on. But because the fluency is not about the reading books, it's not about the filling the blanks in the exercises, they cannot use it, and it's not useful. It comes from the fluency comes from producing the sentences, producing the language we want to speak. That it's from reacting in real life, reacting despite the gaps that you don't know 300,000 words. Yeah? Getting used to your own voice, and this is crucial. You have to get used to your own voice. How to do it? Easy. All of the words, all of the sentences, just learn aloud, and this way you will just learn it quicker, better, and you will like your voice. You will get used to this. You can know a lot and still not be able to use it smoothly if you will not use it aloud, and that is crucial. All right, reason number two is people wait too long before they start speaking, and that's the sin, the most important sin. So a lot of people will tell you that they are not ready to speak. Well, I'm not sure who is saying that they're ready or not. I think it's up to them, that the people want to feel ready. And who will tell them you are ready to speak? I can tell you something. You're ready from the beginning. You know how to speak in your language, so you have a mouth and you can produce a voice, and that's enough for you. What you have to now, your voice is to transform to different sounds, which is another language, and use all of the sentences and words you are learning, learn it aloud, and this will push you forward to learn quicker and better. Don't wait. Still, a lot of people say that I still don't know enough. I still need more preparation. I'm not ready yet. Well, yes, they say it all the time and they are not ready. That's true. Yeah. Reason number three, no system, too much dependence on motivation. Yes, I understand. People want to learn, so people want to be motivated, and people want to all the time feel the energy to learn. But actually, what is more important is that people have a kind of system and routine that they do it every day. Not motivation. Motivation is good for first days, for first weeks of learning, but one day you will have a bad mood, one day you'll be more tired and motivation will be gone. And what about your language? It cannot be gone. Your learning should still continue. And it's really not so difficult to buy into this, to change your behavior for being for progressing faster. How you do it? You just introduce to yourself small routines, like learning every day 10 minutes or 15 minutes. That's it, but every day. And let's do it for 1 month, 30 days, and you will see it will become your routine every day. And with this one, you can learn faster. This is what I do for years. It's working for me. And don't tell me you're not working for you because you don't have talent, you are too old. Hey, I'm 44, I'm learning new language. You can do it still. And I have family, I have business, and I have full-time job. Yeah, I'm just now driving from Szczecin. I just passed Berlin, and I have another 4-5 hours drive. Yeah, and I have time for also for webinar for you to help you. I'm here to help you. So no excuses, no bullshit or male manure wording. Just let's build your routine and learn little bit every day. So that's the system I'm talking about. That's the system, like a little bit, but every day, not a lot when we are motivated. Right? Yes. How to do it? Regular time. So for example, you say that every day until 8 o'clock I will read and learn the new sentences, or I will write new sentences and I will learn them. Every day when I drive in the bus to work, I will learn those sentences or words. Every day when I drive in the car, I will record a message to my speaking partner in another country. That's it. That's when I'm going for lunch. On the lunch, I'm solving the words. I don't know. Choose the time, regular task, almost the same, and regular connection with the people, which means with the language. This really helps. And I'm telling you that there is a lot of methods on the world, but I'm pretty sure you can be fluent in language using almost all of them. But it takes time, and this is time you need. I'm focusing on communicating, speaking, communication, and this is what I recommend, focusing on speaking, not on grammar, because this will bring you the fastest result. I'm the example from this. I work in an international company and I'm speaking in several languages every day, 3 languages, all the time, all day, selling, marketing, planning, forecasting, and so on, communicating, coordinating with this, and also business. I'm doing in few languages, and you can do it. And there's almost no writing, which is unavoidable, because writing you can and I can translate in seconds on Google Translate or on ChatGPT, and you can do it too. But speaking, you cannot when you are talking, when you are in a room with 5 other people and you have to communicate with them. This you cannot do. This you have to learn how to speak, and this is my philosophy, and this is what I learn. Yeah, right. Reason number 4 why people are not fluent in language: learning disconnected from the real life. Many people learn in a very school-like way. They study topic, fill the gaps in exercises, review list, and stop there. But real language is something else. It's a conversation, it's a contact with person, it's a being interested in the person, interested in their life, and this is what pulls us also into the conversation, to everyday situation, to everyday life, to having also maybe friends in new language. And this will create the traction, and you will perpetuate, you will propel yourself to be self-learner more and more. That's almost like snowball effect, because you are started to roll and you got a bigger amount of words and sentences. It will grow, but it has to be connected to the real life. I truly believe it, that it's really working. If you learn without people, without interaction, and without real use, it becomes much harder to reach fluency. This is why real contact matters so much. Language has to enter your life. It cannot stay only as material to study. It has to be part of your life. And will it be part of your life? Then you will start to learn a little bit faster. But doing this every day will change this little bit to bigger pieces, and as will be part of you. And this is what we want. Right. The last, fifth reason why people are not fluent although they are learning for years. Perfectionism blocks progress. You cannot be perfect. There is no ideal scenario. Being perfect is another word for procrastination. Being perfect means that you will not speak, or somebody, not you, will not speak out until their sentence in the head will be perfect, which means it will take double, triple time or to speak out, or will be never speak out because it's not in the words are not in order, because they are not correct. Don't you worry about it. In every language people make mistakes. No, native people make mistakes. English people don't speak correctly. Americans, German, French, Spanish, they don't speak correctly, and also Polish. And not all of the people are professors or teachers. They don't speak correctly. So you don't have to also. And they will understand you even better. If you will try to be more perfect in English or new language, forget it. There will be, because people will have difficulties to understand you. No, I'm joking. But more likely, it will be just artificial. Künstlich, artificial, yeah, not real. So that's why we cannot be perfect. Sentences can be formed from two words, from three words. And then the sentences is a communication. With simple sentences, you will communicate much more than with trying make a sentence with 10 words or 5 words, and you will be thinking 1 minute to form this. Don't worry. If you need to say something, you can speak it with short sentences, and that's okay. The truth is simple. Fluency grows faster in people who allow themselves to speak imperfectly, because they stay in motion, in traction. And motion creates practicing every day, practicing with smile, practicing with pleasure. Confidence, because they are practicing and they feel more and more self-confident in this, what they can do. Create resilience and natural feeling, naturalness, because they see it's not coming more and more natural for them. All right, what to do differently? What to do differently to be more fluent? If you want more fluency, then do not be perfect. Don't start perfect. Do not study only passively from the books, from the exercises, from filling the blanks. No. Be active. My word is start speaking from the first day. My opinion is learn all the words and sentences aloud. Learn them aloud. And with this way, you can learn faster. Yeah. What else? Stop waiting for perfect moment. Stop speaking. Start speaking early from the beginning. Yeah. Build a regularity in learning, which is every day. Choose the time of the day and do it every day, even 10 minutes per day. And stop demanding perfectionism from the beginning. Betterness will come with the practice. Like muscles, like in your work, like a training in sport, you have to train, and then you will be better and better, and don't have to be perfect. Ask yourself better question. What will I learn today? Will I learn words connected with the kitchen? Will I learn the sentences connected with the job, or something with the sport, or something with the trips, with my holiday, or something? You can choose what to learn and do it every day. Right. So to conclude, if you have studied a language for a long time, as many of my friends, for example, and you still do not feel fluent, that doesn't mean automatically that you are bad in languages. Doesn't mean that you don't have talent, because you don't need talent. You just need to practice. Yeah? You don't need talent to walk. You don't need talent to swim, to be a marathon runner, Olympic runner. Yes, you need talent. To be swimming, to win the gold medal on Olympic Games in swimming. Yes, you may need talent. But for other things, walking, driving, riding a bike, riding a car, riding a horse, whatever, you don't need talent, you just need exercises, and so is with languages. It may simply mean that you have been learning in the way that does not lead to free speaking. This is actually good news, because if the problem is the method, then the method can be changed and you can apply it even starting from today. Yeah? And when the method will be applying today, that you will start to learn every day a little bit, and you will start to speak, and you will start to communicate with the person, a native person in another country, you'll see that the speaking will also come faster and fluency will come faster. You don't need to be perfect. You need regularity, real contact with human, real contact with language. Right. Thank you very much for listening, for watching. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe if you didn't do. Press the bell so you have a communication about each post and each video I'm posting. Send it to somebody who may need it. Thank you, and I hope I see you next Wednesday. Hopefully I will not be on the way. Maybe I'll be back in my studio, and I hope I see you next Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central European Time, where we'll be talking more about the secrets of learning languages. So, thank you, and we see each other next week. Bye bye. Bye bye. Take care.